Hi, I'm super excited to start making an Omega from Bad Batch costume today. I've got a long sleeve navy blue knit shirt that is a little small for me, but I'm just wearing it underneath to act as the navy blue sleeves. I got a big white undershirt tank top thing at Goodwill for $2.88 for the main tunic part. I've got all that's left of the scraps of my Ahsoka costume, navy blue knit scraps. There's like two perfectly sized pieces to just barely make the sides of the tunic, and I've got a bunch of orange knit scraps. And then I'll try to make her forehead charm thing out of cardboard and chain. And then for her pants, I'm just using black pants I have and black shoes that I have, and I'll make the belt out of scraps or whatever. Let's get started. So first I started by trying on the long sleeve blue shirt and the white tank top just to see how they looked, and the tank top was a little short. I wanted it to be a little longer, like a tunic. But I knew when I cut off the top and then added in like the round yoke part, that would add a few inches. So I planned on making the top round yoke part out of what I would cut out from the sides of the white tank top to make room for the blue pieces. I made a paper pattern of the yoke so I could get it the same on both sides and just to see if it was how I wanted it. And I cut that out of one of the sides of the tank top, so I had a round semicircle piece from each side to make the yoke. So I cut off a little bit of the top of the tank top straight below the neckline, and then I sewed on the white yoke pieces. Then I got out my navy blue scraps, and I had just enough for on each side to cover front and back and look nice like hers does with the round and then the straight and everything. But I did add a little bit. I sewed a little bit of navy blue to make it taller in front and rounder, and you can hardly see it in any pictures, so that turned out okay. So then I sewed in the navy blue rectangle side pieces on the front and the back. Then I hemmed the skirt. And I hemmed the part where there's the armhole, and I also made sure to clip the rounded top edges of the blue seams so that it wouldn't be all lumpy on the outside. So when I was looking closely at Omega's outfit, I saw that there's a slit in the skirt, so I went ahead and cut just a slit up to my hips or so and hemmed that as well. Then I sewed the shoulder seams, and then I hemmed the neckline, and to make the little V in the neckline, I just cut a little slit and hand sewed the edges to hem them. Next, for the blue triangle things on the sleeves of her tunic, I just cut out little blue triangle pieces and hand sewed them on. Then I got started on sewing the orange parts. So for those, I just hand sewed them on to the blue t-shirt. The orange cuffs of the sleeves are just strips of orange knit fabric folded over, basted with the sewing machine, and then hand sewed in. And then I didn't want to cut any of the shirt apart. I just traced the top of the sleeves, made a pattern of that, cut out orange knit fabric to cover them pretty well, and I just hand sewed orange fabric on top of the sleeves. the effect of the kind of orange rectangle at the top of her sleeves. The main part is done. I like it. I got to work on her belt, which is just a long rectangle of black knit fabric folded over and sewed and turned inside out. So I just cut that out and sewed it, and then she has a kind of a gray tube thing over the belt. So that was another long strip of gray fabric folded over and sewed and then turned inside out, but that was really hard to turn inside out. I tried using the safety pin method, but I don't know if that just doesn't work with knit fabric or something, because I could not get it to work, and I just spent like a really long time getting it turned inside out, but eventually I did. And then she has 4 little loops holding the tube onto the belt. So I just cut out little rectangles, sewed them together, and then hand sewed them into loops on the belt for the gray tube to go through. And they're pretty cool. Then for her head pendant thing, I just had a piece of corrugated cardboard that I cut out to be the right shape, and I covered it with some gray fabric I hot glued on. And for the chain, I just threaded a silver necklace chain through the holes in the corrugated cardboard, and that worked for some reason. And I put bobby pins on the ends of the chain to secure it into my hair. Then I wanted to make her comm device, so I folded a piece of cardboard, cut it out to fit over my arm, covered it with gray fabric, and made some black straps, sewed Velcro onto them, and hot glued them onto the cardboard and fabric. Then I looked really carefully to look at how her comm device was laid out, and I cut out little squares of red and blue and hot glued them on to the comm device.
I get my own comm device. I go, what's your position? Over.
Then I wanted to make like her boot covers. Either she has just black boots, which I don't, or they're like boot cover armor things. So I covered some cardboard with black fabric and put Velcro straps on it, but it doesn't really look that good, and it doesn't really matter that much, so I don't have them on in any of the pictures. And then my last step was just to color the design onto the head pendant thing, and I got up a picture of Omega and zoomed in on the design, and at first I used a silver permanent marker, but that didn't really show up well, so I just outlined the design with a black permanent marker and filled it in with the silver. And then I was done.
Whoa, what is this? I think Omega is the only person in Star Wars who doesn't hate sand. So let's see if it's possible to climb a tree and wedge heel. It is! Wow!
Omega would love to climb a tree.
You're the Bad Batch. Hunter, Echo, Tick, Rekka, and Crosshair. You're Clone Force 99.
So that's my video for my Omega costume. It was super fun to make, and it's super comfortable and fun to wear, like I wear it as a regular outfit. And it only costs $3, so you could totally make this too. You just get a white tank top and navy blue shirt and black pants and some orange, and you're good to go. So that's the end of my video on my Omega costume. You can like and subscribe for more videos about making costumes and things for cheap, because I like to do that. Thanks for watching.
Go.